Всем привет, с вами Вестер, и мы продолжаем проходить Волк среди нас. Начинаем третий эпизод. Мы уже кончили два эпизода, и два эпизода ходячих, между прочим. Ну, да ладно, сейчас у нас Волк. Волк среди нас. Вспомним, что было в предыдущих эпизодах.
Look, I didn't kill anyone.
And I'm supposed to just believe you. Snow.
Да, Снежка у нас оказалась жива, между прочим. Блин, я уже второй раз
I just
сказал,
want you
между
to be
прочим,
careful.
это нехорошо.
I almost lost you once, and
I'm not yours to lose. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
she looks like Holly.
It's not Holly, it's her sister Lily.
She was hooking to pay down debt. Eventually, the only people she owed were at her work. You know, that shithole club, the pudding and pie.
My name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions. The open arms.
Oh my god.
Окончилось так вообще, я что-то это...
What is it?
Не сказать, чтобы,
It's
ну, не ожидал,
Crane.
конечно, но все равно, я недопонимаю это. То есть, он убийца, что ли? Вот и все, мы уже из второго эпизода узнали главную загадку, наверное, всей игры, что ли, или как? Может быть, она как-то там еще повернется по-другому, не знаю. Давайте посмотрим. Этот сукин сын. Вот, я бы так ответил.
fucking creep. Spineless little fucking rat.
Crane? Ugh, God, you think you know a person. Bigby, you have to tell her.
I know.
What's going on? What did you find up there? You know, other than the...
I just need to find Snow.
Why? What's going on?
Быстро он экрана заживает, да?
Been... Whoa, Bigby, calm down. Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine.
Will someone please explain this to me?
Crane has been stalking Snow White.
Crane might be following Snow. If I can find her, I can...
Ну, он же все видел через зеркало.
Okay, it's going to be okay. Where did you see her last? Did she say where she was going?
She took Holly to the business office to prepare for the funeral.
Lily's funeral?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I was just at the Trip Trap, and I heard Gren telling some folks about a funeral at the Buckingham
the
Bridge.
trap? Are you drinking?
When?
Right now. They were on their way out.
Bigby! Wait.
У меня нет времени. У меня же нет
What?
времени. Что?
Snow's been through a lot. There are things she doesn't talk about. Just please be careful when you tell her. And you should tell her. But
What are you trying to say?
you know how you felt when you saw that picture? Well, it's going to be much worse for her. Just remember that.
Ну окей, будем помягче, да? Ну, по крайней мере, постараемся. Я все-таки The Big Bad Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf. Не знаю, Букингемский мост, ух ты. 22-28. Так это у нас с Лондона, насколько я понимаю, да? Или что? Ну, наверное, да?
I'm honored to be asked to speak to
О, похороны идут точно.
Lily had many friends, but
Лили
few
имела
fables
много
she was
друзей.
truly close to. If you are here, then you were part of a very special circle. People she trusted and cared for.
Не стали тут делать субтитры.
I won't
просто
offend
читай.
you by claiming one day that the pain of losing Lily will ever
Ну,
subside.
подождем нам. Чё? Крейн как бы не тут же, да?
I know as well as you that it will
Пока
never
пускай
subside.
закончит речь.
But I also know that the memory of Lily will sustain as well. And it will, in time, equal in strength to our mourning
I'll
for
miss
loss.
worrying about you.
And it is
I'll
in that
miss our
spirit that I'd
fights.
like to talk
I'll
about
miss you.
what you've all been so
I'll-
grateful
Сестра.
to share with me.
Под мостом.
Your
Она же
memories
типа
of
тролль.
her.
И они
How
живут
she
под
could be
мостом.
stubborn
мостами.
and patient, rash and thoughtful. How how she carried a torch for the old ways, for tradition,
Просто
for,
из названия такой.
Now you
Passion.
will never die from indifference
of all,
or lead a
it
tedious
seems how
life.
Lily
Goodbye,
loved-
sweetheart.
dearly
Thanks for
loved
everything.
her friends and family.
Vivian.
She loved being around them,
У нас
in
интересно,
good times and
на
bad.
похоронах пишут
I
тоже
never met
открытки,
Lily,
насколько я знаю,
but
что я
from
такого
what
не
I've been
помню.
You were a
told,
big, bright,
I know
shining
in my
star
heart
in
that
this
she would have liked to be
shithole
here
of a
tonight.
town. And I miss
Now
you
we'll
already.
have our
Gran.
moment of
А
silence.
Вивиан это кто?
Thank you.
Там же Джек был, я помню. А, это. Да, это девчонка. Понятно. Все, она закончила речь.
Bigby, is everything okay?
No, not you.
Holly, it's...
He wasn't fucking invited.
Holly, wait.
He has no right to be here. Not after what he did.
Look, Holly, I'm not here to start trouble.
You throw my sister down the witching well, and you have the nerve to show your face here? After you lie? After you promise me?
Я никого же ничего не бросал.
Holly,
никуда.
wait. That was Crane. Just Crane. He disposed of Lily's body before Bigby could do anything about it. I'm telling you the truth.
Don't cover for him.
But this genuinely wasn't his fault.
You can't tell me Bigby gives a shit about this.
Crane's a fucking prick, so this doesn't surprise me.
Hey, what do you know? We actually agree on something.
Bigby cares, Holly. He's trying to help. And I'm sure he has a very good reason for being here.
Ну,
But this one isn't on
естественно.
him.
Естественно.
Why are you here anyway? And don't say it's because you care about this.
Everything okay?
I'm here to talk to Snow.
Oh, really?
Yes, Holly, this is serious.
Не
Okay.
знаю, следует ли мне
Okay,
сказать
look.
всем.
Bigby and I are going to have a little
Там был выбор,
chat
типа сказать,
far
что
away from
я
the
знаю
ceremony,
убийцу, но я не
alright?
уверен. Может быть, это только с Снежкой он связан.
Look,
Так что...
Holly, I know how this must...
No, you don't know how this must feel. You have no idea. Don't fuck anything up. Don't bother anybody. And when the first sign of trouble comes, and it will come because you're a goddamn walking trap
Так
for
мне
it,
дадут
I
поговорить со
want you the
Снежкой?
fuck out of here. You hear me?
Of course. Won't even know I'm here.
Let's just continue, okay?
This is such total fucking bullshit.
Let's go, Holly.
Кстати, в титрах было написано, что вот
It's
эту
your turn to
проститутку
talk.
играет, точнее, ну, озвучивает Мишель Родригес, но, не знаю, либо просто одно и то же, одно имя и фамилия, как бы, и это реал Мишель Родригес, ну, что-то по типажу не похоже, и
This
что-то
better
такое,
be wildly
второстепенную
important.
роль, не
It's
знаю.
been hard enough making a connection with these people.
Так,
When you pull this kind of stuff, it just resets the clock.
Snow, Crane is completely obsessed with you.
Oh my god, if this is about how Crane treats me at work...
Just
yes.
listen to me for a second, all right? I followed a lead to this shithole motel, the Open Arms. Crane had a room there, and he's been taking prostitutes, or at the very least Lily, and making her look like you while he was, you know. He plays your story over and over again.
This is... I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. I'm just trying everything I can right now to not picture it. To not picture him.
I'm sorry, Snow. And I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
You're sure this is what happened? This is what he's been doing?
мгм.
Because please, Bigby, don't confuse things. Deposing Crane would be the next step.
Crane has
Что
been taking
показывать, поэтому
photos,
не
Snow.
уверен.
Lots of photos.
Photos that show him...
He's been recording his visits with Lily.
God. Look, let's go back to the business office.
Думаю,
I
если
doubt
бы ей
Crane's
показала,
there
она
at
бы
this
что-то
hour, but...
совсем уже, не
we
знаю,
need to
расплакалась бы,
talk.
наверное.
And this isn't the place.
Snow,
Narissa? What is it?
I'm sorry, but Holly's asking for you.
Are they starting the burn?
Yes. Everyone who spoke should really be present for this part. She's kind of distraught. You're not leaving yet, are you?
2 minutes. I don't mean to be,
No, I understand.
it's just that something's come up.
No, I get it. Take your time.
It won't take long.
Думаю, это так, особо не повредит. Все нормально будет.
How'd it go? At the motel? Did you find
Я, кстати,
anything?
подумал, может быть, надо было зайти было в ту комнату, которую она нам дала, может быть, она там была, нет?
No.
It was Crane's room. But you knew that already, right?
Я просто тогда пошел в дверь, которую нам, по идее, надо было, и все.
Narissa.
А ту не проверял.
Yeah, coming.
Просто я почему-то подумал, что если бы я пошел там, которую она дала, от которой она дала ключ, что она бы там была.
Wait, easy now, girl.
Слышь.
You know how this goes. The first thing in a visit, you say, how do you do? How do you do?
What are you doing here?
That is the question, isn't it? Or at least a question. We'll snip to the chase for all sakes. A little bird told us that you're fitting to go after Crane. And you see, we have an interest in that particular boy. So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. Just take a little vacation is all. Don't even have to go anywhere. Just sit
Не
in
знаю,
your
как они
office and
относятся
whistle
к
to
нему,
heaven
но
for a
давайте
few
попробуем так
short
сказать.
days.
You're trying to pull this shit at a funeral? We can deal with this later.
No, not later.
Ну да, им
Later's
похрен.
too late. Right now. So what's it gonna be? We have a deal? You leave Crane alone, and we leave you to yours?
Можно, конечно, соврать.
Brother, speak your mind. Fastly now.
Just don't hurt anyone, D.
That don't sound like a yes to me. Always wanting to do things the fun way.
Ladies, gentlemen, invertebrates, please, rest easy. This is not...
What the hell is going on?
What's happening?
Very sorry to impose, but we only had a deal to work out with Bigby. And we're unhappy to report that things did not go as smoothly as planned.
Bigby, what is he talking about?
Never you mind that, it ain't any of your...
What deal? Stop this shit. Right now.
He hasn't exactly been a good sport about this. Not making our lives any easier.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Ollie?
You think you motherfuckers could come here uninvited? You think you can just fucking interrupt Lily's funeral?
Calm down, darling. It was just a simple business transaction.
You fucking freaks are not getting away with this.
Polly, don't move.
It's not worth it, Holly. They'll leave on their own.
Yeah, let's spare all the fuss. It's just a dead hole.
I'm gonna kill you! Holly!
Капец. Надо было, наверное, сказать, давайте по рукам. Да и все. Ой-ой-ой. Твою мать. Наверное, можно было все это помирнее решить. Ну да ладно. Получилось, как получилось. Ух ты, ни хрена. Че, теперь Холли мертва? Грен-то вроде жив, а вот Холли... Твою бать! Прямо на похоронах, ну отлично. Да, видимо, дипломат из меня реально никакой. Ну, я зато доволен, что я не оторвал руку Гриану в первом эпизоде. Он сейчас более-менее на нашей стороне, хотя после этого меня опять все возненавидят, скорее всего. Где-то по большей части из-за меня. Все как всегда, ничего не меняется. Волка будут по-прежнему ненавидеть. Ну да ладно, будем с этим жить. Куда нам деваться? Блин, а вот этот Букингемский мост, почему-то дворец пришел еще новым. Может так назывался? Я уже что-то забыл. Это же реально, ну это в Лондоне же, да? Я не ошибаюсь. Потому что что-то я себя дураком чувствую полным. Эпизод 3. Скрюченная тропа. Бавкин. 23:43.
I did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're going to be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Swinehart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
Свиное сердце.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy. Don't go looking for any more fights.
Ну да.
Take strain off your heart. And try and get some rest.
I can't take it easy. I have to find Crane.
Bigby? What's wrong?
Lack of sleep for one thing. Getting shot for another. They'll be fine. I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived. So I left her and Grendel back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water.
А, то есть Холли
Just
жива,
remember
да?
what I said. The stitches won't hold up if you continue to act like you normally do. Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken. Your blood pressure's through the proverbial roof.
Taking it easy's not really my thing, Doc.
Well, whatever your thing is, try and make it work better for you next time.
Договорились.
Business office. I know, I'll have to call you back. The town is starting to find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White? Bigby?
So, to recap,
Crane watched me through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And we know this because Buffkin was drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
and once he puts all the pieces back together, it'll be easy to catch Crane. So, I guess that's the plan, currently. But I don't know.
Что я тоже не знаю.
That's the plan? Just wait for the mirror?
It's all we have right now. What the hell is going on? I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane sent them. I don't know if... I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it?
Ну, их послала
Everything
так
points to
Крейна же,
him.
нет?
I get it, but do you really think he killed those women? Because it's incomprehensible to me.
Я
I'm as
тоже не могу в
confused
это
as you
поверить.
are, to be honest. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
He was a conniver, a coward, a liar.
Ну, чтобы убийца.
And I'll always hate him for that. And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts. But murdering prostitutes?
Блин, все становится
Everything okay
запутаннее,
over there?
запутаннее, да?
Yes, Miss White. I just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
Thanks for tonight, by the way. That could have gone really terribly. I mean, even worse than it did. I'm glad you were there.
I just feel bad for Holly, really.
Yeah. Time heals everything eventually. At least, I hope so, for her sake.
Ну, то есть она тяжело ранена, но
Can
не
I,
мертва, да? Правильно я понял, нет?
ask you a question?
Что
It's kind
такое?
of personal. And I don't want to offend you, but after tonight, it's on my mind.
Sure.
Ну-ка, мне
It's just
интересно.
when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight, it feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way deep inside, you kind of enjoy
Если
it
это глубоко внутри, то
when
я,
things go wrong.
то я не могу это знать наверняка.
Because it gives you an excuse to just, stop pretending.
Why even bring this up?
I guess it doesn't matter.
Hey, guys? We have a problem.
What is it?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's,
Crane must have taken a shard with him.
Oh, I can't believe this.
I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
The mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Or what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
I'm just saying, waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
All right. How long will it take for the mirror to reform?
Well, it could take days.
Or months or years. He had to have left something that tells us where he's going. He's a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
Smart enough to take a piece of the mirror. We can still solve this ourselves. I know that
Never
it...
mind that. Come help me look.
Блин, мне и бабки интересно, что хотел сказать. Я думаю, тоже полезно. Ну-ка.
Hi, Mr. Bigby. I can still help you catch Crane, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I saw him jump on the telephone before he left. He called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is.
His witch?
Yes, it sounded like the one he got his snow glamours from.
You didn't see anything else, did you?
No, not especially.
Why didn't you try and stop him?
What do you want me to do, yank on his hair? I'm only 3 feet tall. There are limits here.
Okay. Look, the whole mirror thing, it's not your fault, all right?
You mean it?
Yeah.
I'll just see if I can do anything about this.
You do that.
Окей. Что у нас тут?
Buffkin says that he overheard Crane call somebody before he left. Sounds like he's going to see a witch, or his witch. His glamour witch.
Wait, really? None of the 13th floor witches would allow that sort of thing. They must be somewhere in the city. It's something, at least.
Find anything?
No, but there's enough notes and stuff here to take all night. Maybe check that stuff there.
Давай посмотрим, что я могу сделать. Итак, тут у нас стол и много писем, да? Ну-ка. Снова прошу вас прислать кого-нибудь, кто починил бы кондиционер в вашей квартире. Ну, то есть ему просто Пиноккио сказал, что его кожа плавится. С уважением, пастушок. Короче, он как мэр, ему присылают всякие, как в администрацию, какие-нибудь заявки там и прочее. Уже обдумал мое предложение, в предыдущем письме состояние фирмы оставляет желать лучше, поэтому прислать тебе выделить деньги на ремонт, не стоит жалко. Кузнец Уэлланд. Окей, что еще? Штукатурки. После инцидента с Волком. Займись этим, мистер Жак.
Did Crane ever do any work?
Only when Cole was around.
Мэр Кол. Ну, куда он делся? О,
What is it?
объятия.
It's the key to his room at the open arms.
207, да? Куда мы
You still
ходили?
haven't told me what was in there.
Разве не
I
рассказал?
want to know. I need to know.
Crane was, paying Lily to live out a fantasy of him and you together. Forgive me if I spare you the details.
I keep thinking back. I keep replaying moments in my head. Interactions with him when he'd catch me in the elevator or bump into me outside. There's only so much you can repress, you know?
Don't worry, Snow. We'll get him.
Come on, let's keep looking.
Да, давай. Заперто? Департамент делопроизводства. О,
There's
что
a
вырвал?
page here that was torn out.
Oh, yeah? Buffkin, do you know what was here?
Что
It's
там
a
про
ring,
меч?
at least. Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Yeah, I only recently heard about this meeting. Why didn't you mention this before?
No one asked me.
Buffkin!
And I'm hungover. I'm sorry. He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
What's going on? Is the mirror fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Is the mirror fixed or isn't it? You called me
I called just to see if you knew where Crane could be, and that was it, okay? And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not?
I tried.
No, it can't be fixed. It's missing a piece.
This is none of Bluebeard's business, Bigby.
None of my business? Crane's the murderer. He escaped. It seems he spoiled your every attempt at locating him. And now it's none of my business?
We don't know if he's the murderer.
Oh, please. Of course he is.
Look, this just isn't the time. He took a piece of the mirror, so we can't use it.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch at 2 o'clock.
AM or PM?
AM.
Listen, Bluebeard, you're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away help.
What do you know about Crane, anyway?
That he has the stones to kill prostitutes like any common sex-frightened serial killer and not face a real challenge.
Look, we know that Crane is going to see a witch, and it's to acquire a magic ring.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're
thing.
a secretary. He's the sheriff. And none of you were chosen to run this office. Who elected you to make these decisions?
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years now.
Unofficially is not officially.
I'm heading up the investigation, okay, Bluebeard? That makes this a moot point.
And somebody needs to run the business office while he does so.
Well then, excuse me for having the Commonwealth in mind.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And that he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours the more you babble about it.
We haven't been the ones babbling.
2 a.m. Piece of cake.
Since Lily used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was. And I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere else?
The Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down. That has to be our focus.
Holly has Lily's things. That'd probably be the safer bet.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
And why the hell not?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock! I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what concerns you.
What concerns me is you traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence. Before you had no interest, and now it's a crime scene.
We can't just let Bluebeard run amok in Crane's place. He's after something. I just don't know what it is. We have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out. Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his pitiful penthouse, crafting a fort out of couch cushions. Look, this is how a smart person would do it. So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going anywhere unsupervised. He's up to something. I don't know what it is, but we don't have the time to really worry about it now.
Что нам делать?
Where
Мне
are you
кажется,
gonna go,
логичнее
Bigby?
всего идти именно в барсок от копыт, короче. Ну, не знаю, апартаменты это слишком просто, чтобы он там спрятался и все.
So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend
Мне
to.
даже 3 места.
No, I'm
I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't need
Близнецы вот тоже, они, конечно, я не знаю, что я с ними буду делать, так как они ни хрена не скажут, как обычно. Так что в чем смысл? Я бы пошел к бару Холли. Думаю, это
The witch's
правильный
identity
вариант.
must be with Lily's stuff. I should go see Holly first.
Perfect. And I'll go to Crane's apartment.
I'll check in with you later. I hope you know what you're doing.
Ну, в любом случае выбор сделан. Не знаю, как там было аж 3 выбора, это уже серьезно. И мы продолжим в следующей серии и узнаем, сделали мы правильный выбор, или поможет ли нам вообще хоть как-то с Холли все это, не знаю. Ладно, увидим. С вами был Вестерн. Всем пока.